Our goal is to join two pieces using single crochets and at the same time make a little edge. We start by placing our two pieces together with the wrong sides facing each other. Then we can put in some sort of a marking device and make sure that because we know we have the same number of stitches on both of these, that we have an equal number of stitches between each set of markers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's say I have 12. I would do this all the way around, but for now I'm just going to stick markers through in the interest of time and not count them. Stitches between. To start, we start in our first stitch. Yarn over. I like to always pull my chain, my first chain that I do, through like this with the working yarn and the tail. The reason I do that is just because that way I know that my tail has got a little bit more holding power. Then when I work on my next stitch, I don't need to keep the tail in it. So now I have 2 single crochets. Where did those single crochets go? They went through both fabrics, and then I have a chain 3 to make my little edge. So then I proceed to the next stitch and I do a single crochet through both fabrics. That produces for me my edge, which is going to be every single double crochet is going to have a single crochet in the top of it, and then between every 2 single crochets I wanted to put a little bit of decoration to give me this little edge, which is made up of 3 chains. How does that work? Well, now that you see one right there, let's discuss how they got there. You start by pushing the hook through the top of the first double crochet on one piece, and then you push the hook through the corresponding top of the double crochet on the second piece. Since the 2 right sides are facing out and the 2 wrong sides are facing each other, you will see the tops of one facing in the opposite direction to the other. What's important is you go through both of them and you pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. So I have made this single crochet into the top of both double crochets at once. So now I can do my little picot twist, and then I can go back to the top of the next double crochet and through the top of its corresponding stitch on the other panel. There they are. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. That's how I make my little edge. Next stitch, push the hook through both pieces of fabric on the top of the double crochet, pull up my loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now I have 2 double crochets that have singles above them. So now I want to have 3 chain stitches to give me that little petal-like bump. Well, now I need to go back into the top of the next double on both sides of my fabric and do a single crochet. So each double crochet is going to have a single that corresponds to it. So there'll be a consistent edge done with the single crochets, and they will also form my seam. These little chain 3s are really just decorative. Gives me this little twist on the edge. if I wanted to do something to the top, I could do that as well. Let's say I wanted to add on the top of it a little hanging cord. I could do that. Instead of making my chain 3, I could make a longer chain. Ten would be fine for a hook, but I need it to be larger if I'm going to hang it somewhere in my kitchen. Then I'm going to put my hook through the side of the single crochet at the base of my chain so that it sort of just holds it in place. I'm going to use a slip stitch to do that. And the reason is because I just don't want there to be too much opportunity for this to twist around. So by securing it to the base of the single crochet, I get a slightly neater spot for my loop to sit. And when I go through to the next, across the next stitch, see how there's only 3 here? I don't want 3, I actually need all 4 legs. So 2 legs from the top of each stitch, the complete top of the stitch. Now as I do this, it is seaming the 2 pieces together. I'll take out the rest of my markers so you can see that. This is where, see the green and the blue? The blue is the underside of each of my single crochets. So by doing this all the way around my piece, I will secure the tails to the inside of my work, and then I will have 2 public facing sides.